Good late evening, everyone. T-Speaker 222 XRP Future Millionaire with the side bet on XLM and Future Digibyte. Oh, gee, so before we get going any farther, hit that like button. I implore you, please hit that like button. And if you're new or returning, hit that subscribe button. We're only like 25 or 29 subscribers away from 3,800 and 38.9, so we're at like 3,871. So let's get the 3,890 and try to get closer to that 4,000. So we're 27 away from 3,900 or 28 away, whatever it is. So Matthew Packard, thank you so much for this user-generated content. I really appreciate it. If you guys want to send in some user-generated content, strutregali@gmail.com. The link's in the video description below. I love my user-generated content. I may sound like a moron, but this kind of looks like a crossbow, or a bow, with a scope on it. And at first I thought it was a skeet shooter, so and then I'm like, hey, that looks like a bow, though, with a scope in the back. But what a beautiful landmark. What a beautiful area you're in, Matthew. Thank you so much for sharing this with me. And in the comments, you can tell me how big of a moron I am and let me know what I'm looking at, because it looks like a crossbow, kind of, to me, with a scope on the back. So, okay. What a fucking phenomenal user-generated content. So if you want to send in some user-generated content, I would implore you to send in this user-generated content. So let's look at something real quick, guys. So I don't know where my downtrend line went, and it was you guys know what it was. That's brutal. Anyhow, that's not relevant. We fell down outside of this. What's relevant is we fell outside of that uptrend, and we had started our own little thing with the downtrend. So what I want to show you guys real quick, just real quick. So we're going to put this into the 1 hour. And look what we're dealing with here, guys. So XRP broke down under $1.13. It was at $1.13. So what we're looking for here, we're coming up to the $1.13 right here with that. We're looking for a comeback to $1.13. Well, look what happens when we draw this out, though. We had to come back to here. So, even if you give it the benefit of the doubt and did something like this, or like this, we're really coming up to the top of this. We can even do this just to make us feel better. So, if you're like, well, what the hell? Why are you putting it so close? Or, we do it the way we should, because then it's going to make people nervous. But this is what it's technically looking like right now. And all it's got to do, XRP, all we really got to do is break that. That's it. That's all we got to do for XRP is break that. I know it sounds crazy, it sounds silly, but that's all we have to do, ladies and gentlemen. Even if we do it like this, so close to where all it's got to do is break it. So what we're looking for XRP right here, because you could say we're going to end up on a bearish continuation pattern if this continues, and then we're going to have to continue to the downside. But first, we'll have a chance to stop off here and double bottom. So, what we want to see here now, ladies and gentlemen, so $1.13 was the old support. Well, after a dump like this, what generally happens is you come back, you hit this old line right here, and then you just come right back down, and then you decide if you're going to double bottom. Well, the problem is before we had that drop, we fell down to $1.09, $1.11. Actually, right about where we're at, we stopped at this little drop right here, and then we had to go back up. So we might just be doing this, the drop from here, come down, and then right back up to this area, drop down to the double bottom, then try to come back up here, and then come down. Or what's going on here, if I can get back some of this, these yellow dots off of here. I always like to get rid of some when I'm in the areas. So anyhow, otherwise, what we want to see here right now is just a little bit of volume, push here, start riding this, come up here and start riding this, and then try to push back into this area. That's what we want. What I fear is going to happen is we're going to start trading like this and fall back down here and then try to come back up, if we even do come back up. But I think this is showing you, this is phototypical for something like this. And if it winds up down there, and then we could try to contend for this area and then maybe jump up here. So that's what I'm seeing with XRP. Pay attention to this, because if it were to drop to the downside, I'm not saying it's going to at all, believe me, I'm not. going to tickle your balls either. But if it does drop to the downside, we need to look at some targets that we could be facing if it were to, you know, not catch the double bottom. This is only if it does not catch the double bottom, ladies and gentlemen. So don't freak out. So yeah, right around the same area. So that's what we're saying. We're going to contend for this double bottom. So that's what we're looking at. So pay attention, be alert, keep in mind what I said. I did this quick update to try to help everybody. Again, thank you, Matthew Packa, for the user-generated content. If you guys want to join Tom's Army, look in the video description below. I would really encourage you to join Tom's Army. I put this content out for free, and the reason I can do that is that all the help from the members of Tom's Army. It's $9.99 a month. I really encourage it because then I can always do this for free. It's my mission to keep this free, and I have for 7.5 months on YouTube. I don't do trading alerts. I just do it this style. Don't make you guys go through the ringer. Don't do advertising. Don't accept paid promotions. I get offered them all the time because they're scumbags. So it really does help when you guys join Tom's Army. We're lacking the last couple weeks, but I am confident that I will gain each and every one of your trust and that a few of you will, in the end, join Tom's Army and help me push back up. We're at 155 members of Tom's Army right now. So thank you to each and every one of you that are part of Tom's Army. And also, if you don't want to join Tom's Army, but you want to donate to the community fund, I would greatly appreciate that. We do special things for people in need. Stay blessed.